All right, now we're doing 7Q, next palindromic number. This is by Raul BC777, and 90% of people like it. So in this kata, we will be given a positive integer val, and we have to create the function nextPal that will output the smallest palindrome number higher than val. Gotcha. All right, so like we've got 11 here and 22 here. So a palindrome is basically just a thing that's the same front and back. So 191 is the same front and back. Like if we reverse it, it's the same, I should say. And then we're going to have some of these where the val is a palindrome, so we're going to have to start with +1. So basically for this one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be turning the value into a string. Then we're going to turn the string into an array where every digit is in its own element. Then we're going to reverse the array and join it back together, and then we're going to check if that's the same as the val. The thing that we made is the same as the val. And so to turn it into a string and then into a, what is that thing called? An array, we're going to use the string constructor right here, which is used to create a new string object, and instead, when it's called as a function, it performs type conversion to a primitive string, which is usually more useful, and that's what we're going to do. So first we're going to say, let me do a console.log first. Console.log string val, just in case you haven't seen it. Test it out. Now it's a string right here. It doesn't say it, but it is. And then to turn it into an array, we're going to use this spread syntax, which allows an iterable such as an array or string to be expanded in places where 0 or more arguments or elements are expected. Specifically, inside of these brackets, it's not expecting that. So we're going to say ... like that, test it out. And you see now the 1 and the 1 are in separate elements inside of an array. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to say, first let's do a for loop. We're going to say for let I equal val, but +1, because like this one's starting with a palindrome, +1. And then we're going to say while true. So just keep running until infinity, or until it stops, I should say. We're going to do I++. And then right here we can say if, pardon me, let's do the array string I. Oops. We're going to have to do the ... in front of it. All right. If this, and then we're going to reverse this array right here using this reverse method, which basically just reverses an array in place and returns the same array reversed. All right. So we're going to say .reverse. And then we're going to join it back together using the join method, which creates and returns a new string by concatenating all the elements in an array separated by commas or a specified separator string. So we're going to use the, the spaces between the characters by just putting empty string in here. That way they just, all the numbers just butt up next to each other. So we're going to say .join like this, all right? And now if this thing right here equals val, I, was that good? What we're going to do is we're going to return I. Now let's test it out. Looks good. Attempt it. And that's cool, but there is a more slick way that I saw in the answers earlier. And let me show you, So we can just get rid of all this right here. We're going to keep it in normal syntax, but we are going to use a while loop here. So we're going to say while. And then we're going to say while that thing that we just made. Let me do this. It's ... string. And then val, and then we're going to say dot reverse dot, what was it? Ooh, no. Dot reverse, and then dot join. All right. While this does not equal val, it's just going to keep going because we're going to end it right there. And then after this is over, after it does equal val, we can just say return val. But the thing is, we got to iterate through. So to iterate through, we can't just add a plus plus here because of the fact that some of these are starting off as palindromes. So we could do a 1 plus val plus plus, excuse me, 1 plus val plus plus, and that would take care of business. Or we could just do the pluses in front of the val. And this means this is going to add 1 to val each time it starts. So in this one, it adds 1 to val and then goes, and then the next one it'll do the same thing. Now let's test it out. All right, there we go, and let's attempt it. All right, and submit it. All right, so this one did a while loop, and okay, you can check that one out. This one basically did what we did, pretty much did what we did. And this one's the slick one that we just submitted. And this one here, they're using the what is this thing called? I forgot what this thing's called. The embedded expression inside the template literals, and then using the what is this thing called? The spread syntax, like we did. And as you see, all you have to do is make sure that the first val has the plus plus in front of it, because we did it the other way, and it'll do the same thing. So let's go over to mine. Very much like it. Best practice in my opinion, and we'll see you next time.